Happy Hooters, a hallucinogenic hippo portraying holiday house.
Night owls.
Welcome to Night Owls. Yo, we got some shit today. And I just gotta say that the guy that we got the information from may have a little... I mean, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. His name is Phil Schneider. So...
And he's very Googleable. You could Google Phil
He's of the
Schneider.
Googleites. He's of the Googleites.
You could read all about him.
Aliens are a big factor because now the Navy and now the military is now saying that they got some shit that's going on they can't figure out, and there's like stuff in our skies that
They
are
had
not...
those testimonies in Congress and all that.
Yeah, all that Congress stuff going on. Like, this is some real shit. Like, there's aliens. So, apparently, back in... What year was it that he did this?
Oh, this is information taken from a speech that was given in 1995.
So, 1995. Nobody actually... Maybe in 1995, we didn't have so much internet. Like, it wasn't like that.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't like a thing.
There wasn't YouTube back then.
But now with the government putting out everything, we're going to have to just Google him. Phil Schneider. It's the alien agenda. It's Googleable, but we're going to have to report on this right now. So what Phil says, and I think you watched the video also, is that by 2029, 5/6 or the 7/8 of the world population is going to be decimated by the aliens. Also, the U.S. military has known about this for over 65 years.
While we're shouting out years, just want to say, 2029 is like 6 years from now.
Yeah, we really don't have much time. So, like, if you think about it, that's, you know, if what this man is saying is true, and what was he again? He was a
engineer. He apparently claims to have been an engineer at underground military installations like Area 51 and
the big hitters
and the Dolce base, which he spoke a lot about, the so-called Dolce Wars of 1979.
That was the alien wars.
Apparently, we had a war against aliens that they were able to keep silent.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. I don't know if that's true or not, but like, it's coming up. So it all started back in the day. Right, so back in 1954, Eisenhower, of all people, met with a couple of aliens, and I'm sure some of you that are into this type of...
we talked about my man Dwight D.
Dwight D, man.
Dwight D. My man Dwight D.
Yeah, that's a man.
That Eisenhower?
Yeah, YouTube.
Dwight D.
Yeah, Dwight D.
I got too excited about...
Yeah, he gets all happy about that shit, though. So, in 1954... he signed a pact with 3 aliens that came down.
Dwight D.
And he said, yo. Dwight D.
Dwight D.
Yeah. Put up a little signature thing. We're going to get some technology, and you're okay if you kidnap a couple of humans and cows for experimentation, whatever it is. And, you know, that whole agreement right there, like, I don't know why somebody would make that, but you should have said, give us the technology. And please don't blow us up. Like, how does that even work?
But since then, we have been hearing tons of stories. People claiming that they were abducted by aliens. And
True.
Then there's a lot of documentation. Tucker Carlson did a cool special also.
Yes, he did.
Cattle mutilation. Yeah. There's cattle mutilations all over the world.
Yeah,
explain
all the time.
that.
Explain how an animal that big is dissected laser surgically and there's no blood to be found. Like, how does that even... Like, who's going to pick up a cow, like a 600, 700-pound cow? Dwight D. So he made the agreement, like, you can all take that, you know, just give us some technology and shit like that, whatever it is. But then, Schneider, you know, he claimed that there was that fight between aliens, and he's only, you know, out of 3 living today that are actually speaking about it. But apparently 2 others are held in Canada.
In nursing homes
or some kind of homes. And Canada will not allow anybody to speak to these people. Maybe, what they got to be, about 80 years old?
By now, unfortunately, they're probably past, because when this speech was given was almost 30 years ago.
A long time ago.
You know.
So, like he was saying it back then, but now we're starting to see signs of all this, right? So like I don't even know like where to go with this whole thing. Like
So couple interesting things that kind of tie in. So like basically this guy is saying that like in 2029 we're gonna be like
dead.
75% exterminated basically by aliens
Yeah, a little
because
bit.
the aliens use parts of us for nutrients and stuff and our
Adrenal glands.
adrenaline glands and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So it got a little, some of it got a little kooky for me.
Yeah, a little bit much.
But the part that
He did say 2029 though.
yeah, like get ready, they're gonna start harvesting us. Whoever lives
Apparently.
out in the country, you probably got a little bit longer.
Let me just say this. It was also stated by him that 100,000 kids are unaccounted for in the FBI archives that are also listing them not found and missing. Like the bodies were never recovered for 100,000 kids.
And that was also like 30 years ago. But now, if you fast forward to 2023, you got all the issues going on with the southern border of the U.S. on Mexico and how there's 85,000 children unaccounted for.
Those are different aliens, though.
No. But out of those 85,000 children missing, maybe some of them were snatched by aliens. I'm not trying to make light of a dicey subject,
maybe.
But who knows? But the part that
perfect setup for an alien if you think about it. I mean, like an alien.
Yeah, like maybe that's one of the reasons they're doing this with the border is to feed the aliens. I don't know. As crazy as that sounds,
we're getting deep right here.
We're getting deep. So from watching this video and listening to the guy, you know, right off the bat, I was like, okay, this guy's a kook. You know, he's a nut.
Yeah, he does sound a little crazy,
but when I did a little bit of research, there were a couple things that I thought were interesting.
Okay.
So one is, according to Phil Schneider's wife, he started speaking out
way back in the day
about this stuff after his best friend died.
Yeah. Who he thought was murdered.
According to the police and everything, they said that it was a suicide. The guy killed himself. According to Phil Schneider, the guy was murdered. I don't remember the guy's name. I don't want to say it incorrectly.
Nah, we don't want to go there.
Research on him.
The Men in Black are not coming to my house. By the way, let's just state this. This is Phil Schneider. We're just quoting his story. We have nothing to do with this. So all y'all Will Smith motherfuckers don't need to come to our house.
So Phil Schneider's friend was either committed suicide or murdered or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, but interesting though that apparently that guy died on the same day that, and I don't remember her full name, but her last name is Turner, the woman who was like the whistleblower on the MK Ultra project.
True. Yeah.
So the same day that she blew the whistle on MK Ultra, this guy that was Phil Schneider's friend died. And then eventually, I think that woman Turner was also murdered.
And Phil Schneider died.
And then Phil Schneider, about a year and a half after making this speech and stuff that he did, he was murdered.
Now, just keep in mind, people, we're making a speech now. We don't need any of that. So just remember us. If we ain't broadcasting next week, you know what happened, man.
To the Men in Black, we just some goofballs up late at night.
What was that Will Smith song? We're going to have to put that on there. No, that's... Yeah, that's some copyright shit, right?
I won't remember. Something like that.
Yeah, so I have no idea. But they also stated there's 131 bases in operation in the United States back in
1995.
Yeah. So can you imagine how many there are now? There's probably a lot of shit. We got bases. Like, if you look in your toilet bowl, there's probably somebody looking at you. Hey, what's up,
Got
man?
bases on bases on bases.
We got a base. Hello, can you go? No,
Dwight D.
Dwight D. Dwight D, you don't want to know. But I'm just... You never know, man. But this is all crazy because now Professor Ziggs, who couldn't make it tonight, he was very excited to be on, but his computer is kind of cheesy because I don't know what's going on there.
Technical issues.
Yes. He said, like, do you think aliens live among us? Now, with that being said, I honestly believe they do. We see UFOs going into volcanoes. We see UFOs, or what is that? Ocean UFOs. What do they call those things? The SFOs. I don't know. Whatever goes into the ocean. So like they're saying that like these ships are coming in and out. They don't even make a wake when they go into the ocean. Or how do you go into a volcano? So
They super smooth.
yeah, dude, just right through it. So there is like aliens living among us. I've seen some of these videos, if you remember, that say that there's a glitch in the matrix, like a bird frozen in the air, an airplane, whatever it is, nothing's moving, whatever it is. But like they got a lot of videos from the military with these volcanoes with the UFO going down there like some kind of 1950s fucking space movie. And then you have like shit going into the ocean next to battleships.
You ever seen those guys that they talk about the hollow Earth theory? That at
yeah,
I don't
that's
remember
Journey
if
to the
it's
Center of the
I
Earth
think
right
the
there.
South Pole. That there's like actually at the South Pole there's like a big crater, and that
There is a
there's
crater.
ships that go in and out of that crater. That there's like
Heard about
another Earth within our Earth, and apparently the Nazis had some
Connection.
ties with it and something.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I mean, it's possible.
Hollow Earth theory. Check it out.
Yeah, you got to look that up. But they're definitely here. And the dark. Here's another thing. We're gonna get in trouble for this one. The dark side of the moon. There was something going on the dark side of the moon.
So I used to think that it was Nazis on the dark side of the moon because there was that movie with I think Sarah Palin was in it. Maybe.
Oh, actually, yeah, with Travolta, right? Alien invasion.
No,
or something?
not that. That movie was terrible.
It was.
No, there
It
was Nazis on the moon. Isn't I think is the name of it?
Oh,
Iron Skies.
something like that. No, Attack on something.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. What
So
the movie was.
then it was
Link that in the
always-
comments if you know what the movie is.
It
With
was
Sarah Palin.
It was kind of put in our heads like Nazis on the dark side of the moon. But now, as time goes on, I'm thinking more dark side of the moon, maybe China. I
On the
don't
moon?
yeah.
They might be there. But maybe we have a coalition, though. I mean, there's something going on the moon. The dark side of the moon isn't not seen by telescopes, not seen by anything. Maybe somebody needs to take, like, yo, Musk, if you're watching this, get your little satellite over there and fly around the back of the moon and send us some pictures.
Yeah, that'd be a cool
Right?
party trick, Elon, if you could do that shit.
Yeah, if you can do that, man, that's going to be some shit, because we need to know where ET's at. Yo, there ain't no friendly phone home, motherfucker. That's like, yo, let's kill the humans. Kill them.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think.
I don't know. I'm kind of tossed between. But we end up in the same place every time, and you know why?
I got nothing.
We got nothing.